when you come to the point to where you figure you can't handle it, let go, let God. He's always there. I'm with you always. I am you. I am you. I am you. Be still and know that I'm God. If they only had an idea that it's there, search it. Search it. You're given search engine here to help you. It's really very simple. Attitude is always very simple. It's either a good one or a bad one. And if it's a bad one, drop it. If it's a good one, stick with it. That's all. That's all there is to it. It's that simple. God made it so simple that we're idiots if we can't see it. We have to be. It's right in front of you. I didn't see it either. As a matter of fact, I have to keep my mind centered or I lose it. And you will too. Thinking makes it so. Thoughts are things. There's the light. There's the TV. There's the seed, the computer, all these things waiting to operate according to your stand as leader of your thoughts, mind. You know, you're told, I'm with you always. That's God saying that. I'm with you because I am you. That's who I am. But I'm letting you choose the route that we take through this drama man. And it's just a play. This is a virtual reality. It's not reality. Reality changes. That's different. This is all out of the mind of man. And we've done quite a job in dressing the world, building things, skyscrapers and all of them things, building everything, and it's beautiful. It is beautiful. You got to keep your mind focused on what you want to accomplish, not what you don't want, because that's your problem in the first place. Your mind is trained on what you don't want, and that's what you get because that's what you're paying attention to. Hello? Hello? Where are you? I didn't know where I was either. And really not completely sure where I'm at right now, but that's okay too, because it's working out fine. I'm getting what I want. My problems come up, but they seem a little lesser than every time. Because you are training yourself to drop what you don't want rather than focus on it. Got that?
You know, sometimes, especially in the community, you said you're training yourself to direct your own inner conversations. Most people, because of what's been taught to them, even the misinterpretation of some of Neville's principles, they don't realize that there's a process, a discipline, a training. So they want to spend a few seconds a day, conjuring up, what it is that they want to be, do, or have. And the rest of the day, 99% of the day, they're thinking on what they don't want. And then they're surprised why what they don't want keeps showing up.
Yeah. Your attention is your life.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they show up.
Yeah.
That's simple. Yeah. Actually, we should have some questions. I'm sure people have a lot of questions. Well, what kind of questions do you think they want to ask?
Give me a moment. We'll go out and see if we got some out there. Give me a second. We can close with a couple of questions. Give me a second. Can you see my car?
Yeah.
Okay. Just want to make sure we're in the same place. All right. Give me a second.
Yeah, yellow taxi.
Exactly. With the polka dots.
Okay. Oh. Oh.
Give me a second.
What is this we're going through?
This is different videos that I have out there. So what I'm doing is getting to our videos so that we can address the questions on our videos. Okay. We'll back up here. Let's see, about 17 questions. So this person at the top, JoJo, says the dynamic duo, so many gems in this video. So they were talking about some of the things that we said. Let me go down and see if we can. So Sam says, self-talk, the things that we say to ourselves is about ourselves are the most important words we will ever hear. And so what do you feel about that? Because they basically quoting what you said. So is it important, the things that we say to ourselves?
Oh, yeah. Seeing as how you can't stop it.
Yeah.
I mean, you really do yourself in.
Is that all you're going to say on that subject?
Well, no, you know, people don't realize that what they say has consequences. I mean, really has consequences. So you really want to, and I know you're just saying it to yourself, but that's what matters. Don't you think so?
I agree. I agree.
I mean, you were put here to do something, and that something you were put here to do was to monitor and try to direct. You're a director. Just like just like the movies.
Mm-hmm.
They have a director who directs everything. And that's what you need to be, a director who directs everything. So if you're directing yourself, then you're correcting yourself. And that's what you want to do.
Tara says that your say, as you often say, is a valid say. So we're given to choose this day, and we're powerful. So would you agree how powerful we are because we're given that valid say?
Well, yeah. You're using God's power.
Mm-hmm.
He gave you direction to direct yourself, and you're doing so poorly at first, but you get better at it as you practice, and that's what it's all about, practicing, knowing who you are, because that's what you've been looking for all your life, is you.
Yeah.
That sounds weird, I guess, but it's the truth, isn't it?
It is, and I want to touch on that because you actually stated this earlier, and I've actually been getting a lot of pushback about this very fact. You said the thing that you're looking for is you, and the you of you is God. And many people struggle with that, especially religious people. So when you say that the you of you is God, what do you mean by that?
that's the other end of it. But you'll get there if you will just learn to relax. Do you know, people do not really know how to relax. I mean, seriously, relax.
Yeah.
Because it's not how hard you can push. It's you not pushing at all, but just relaxing. You're told, be still. Now, still is totally relaxed.
Mm-hmm.
And if you'll do that and do that for a considerable amount of time, say 30 days. 30 days seems to be the point where you lock something in. But yeah, it kind of seems kind of slippery when you try to lock it in. But you can. Look, you can do anything you want to do if you'll just relax to do it. That's simple, isn't it?
It is simple. It is simple. I want to wind down because we've gone over a little bit over an hour. And what I thought about doing, perhaps our next talk, we got a group talk next week, but after that group talk, our individual talk, maybe just come out here and just literally for the hour, just go through questions. So we can just spend a whole day just going through questions. But this person basically says, I want to thank you, Mr. DeCarlo, for keeping the discourse or the conversations with you and Mr. Lindell. And they just want to say to you, and I want you to hear this, that they're grateful for you and they appreciate you. And many people out there love you greatly. So I just want you to know that because, like I said, you don't always have access to come out here and see what people are saying. I see it every week, and I can take that for granted. But I want you to know that you're making a difference.
All I wanted to do.
Good.
That's all I wanted to do was make a difference.
Well, you're doing that. You're doing that.
Because that difference, look, your mind rules everything. But you can change your mind, and it still rules everything. So change your mind, change your world, and if you like it, change it more. That's all there is to it, isn't it?
That's absolutely right. You say something, you say something, I always want to kind of add some little emphasis there. But, you said you say that your mind is ruling you, but if you change, then you're ruling it one way or the other. There's a rule taking place. And I think that the problem is so many people make this stuff like magic. And I'm not saying that there's not some magic mystery in it, but this is what we do every day. And we just don't realize that we're doing it.
You're on all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Doing what?
Absolutely.
That word what? Doing what? Saying to yourself what? Thinking what? That's your life. Spread right out for you. You don't have to question anybody. All you have to do is just look at the last thing you did and back up. And if you understand what you were talking to yourself about, you understand how your world is being made moment by moment. What has your attention as your life. That's simple. Isn't it that simple?
It is that simple. As you said this a couple of times today, and it just so resonated with me today. And, just simply thinking to yourself, catching yourself. And once you catch yourself, if it's not taking you in the direction that you want to go, back out, change your thought, and go in a different direction. That's simple.
That seems almost impossible for people to do, to turn direction.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like you have some kind of agreement that they can be off center and it's okay. And no, it's not. No, it's not. It has your attention, has your life. Simple as that. I had a half a dozen of Neville's tapes, and I listened to them at least one every night for years before it actually touched base. I began thinking differently. The importance of having a CD, because what has your focus has your life. Think about it. We're not asking you to join anything, but you have to have the CDs. You have to have the DVDs. You have to listen to them. It's you training this. Listen, listen, listen.
But as Mr. Lindell stated, you have to listen to them repeatedly. And again, for those who are interested, click the link below and it will take you to the 4 CD set, and you'll be able to transform not only your mind, but your world.